Welcome to Cannes Quick Take, a conversation around the important topics shaping this year's Cannes Lion Festival. I'm Peter Allen Clark, Senior Analyst and Editor, Media Content at eMarketer. And today, I'm joined in our New York studio by Paul Lentz, Executive Director and Head of Strategic Development at CVS Media Exchange. Hello there, Paul. Thank you so much for being here. I'm really excited to talk to you about the retail media space.
Thanks for having me, Peter. Looking forward to the discussion.
Great. Let's get into it then. First, tell us a bit about CVS Media Exchange, or CMX. What sets your platform apart?
CMX is the retail media network of CVS Pharmacy. What really sets us apart is the loyalty program that CVS has run. There are other networks who've come up who decided, we should come up with some first-party data. We've had the first-party consumer data through the ExtraCare program for over 20 years. We have 90 million addressable users, and that gives us an incredible advantage and provides great value for the suppliers or brands that we work with across the network. It's a deterministic audience.
Yeah.
It's a very one-to-one. If you're a brand looking to reach people interested in skincare products, we have that audience. We know exactly who they are. We know exactly what they've been purchasing, and we can connect you to them wherever they are on the web.
Dentsu found that 66% of advertisers want to see a connected strategy across retail media, loyalty, and merchandising. With collaboration expected to be a key focus at Cannes, how are you seeing this integration evolve, and what benefits does this holistic approach offer to both retailers and advertisers?
It is critical. We have a 9,000 store footprint across the US. We reach consumers everywhere, every day. And a lot of what we work on, we call it One Heart. Heart is our symbol here at CVS.
Got it right there on your lapel.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So the One Heart strategy is really our effort to work very closely with the loyalty team, to work very closely with the merchant organization, as well as the trade organizations. We do as much as we can to be synchronized with one another in terms of our approach to our brands and suppliers, endemic to us. They have their products in our stores. We work very carefully and closely with them to make sure that we're providing the most integrated promotional opportunities that we can. So some of that comes in the form of just communicating all the time about what we're doing with brands. And some of it also comes down to co-marketing efforts that we make. CVS has major tentpole events throughout the year. Could be around a health and wellness event, could be during cold and flu season. And so these we team up with them very much to find ways that we can enhance what we're already doing with some of the suppliers directly, with some funding from CVS to aid it.
Interesting. So as measurement remains central to media planning and investment, what trends do you expect to come out of Cannes, and how is CMX evolving its approach to stay ahead?
Well, a lot of what we try to focus on, and one of our buzzwords within CMX is really transparency. And that transparency cuts across everything that we do, but in measurement in particular, we've tried to kind of work very closely with the IAB and kind of spearheaded with them the establishment of standards around incremental ROAS measurement. We do the same thing with in-store measurement. Not every campaign can really qualify because you have to have a big enough campaign with enough reach that we can do appropriate test and control to really do a true ROAS, iROAS methodology.
Yeah.
We try to publish that methodology. We make it very clear to our partners and the industry at large as to what we're doing, because innovation and responding to the demands of the suppliers is really the way we continue to get better.
Let's talk about partnerships. Partnerships are quickly becoming more critical in retail media. How does CMX approach third-party collaborations, and what makes a partnership truly successful?
Again, we start with the supplier's needs, right? We listen to their requests in terms of where can they reach consumers and where can they reach our consumers. A lot of what we hear from them is they want to have more reach into social channels. So for those social partners that we have, and any kind of off-site partnership that we look for, we really look for a close connection between our user bases. And really more than that, kind of a unique combination of the audience on that channel, how they engage, particularly in their health and wellness journeys, and how that resonates with the CVS ExtraCare audiences. For the most part, the collaborations that we've been a part of are one-to-one. How can you reach the CVS audience on Meta, or how can you reach the CVS audience on Pinterest? And I do think that going forward, and we're certainly exploring this where we can, there's going to be more than two parties.
Yeah.
Right? I think that a PayPal or a payment platform or an Uber that is not necessarily a retailer nor really a commerce network, there are going to be ways that we can all work together going forward where it's going to be, 1 + 1 + 1 is a lot more than 3, the same way we look for 1 + 1 is more than 2 today in our existing collaborations.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. One last question for you. What other trends do you anticipate to dominate Cannes this year? What are you most looking forward to exploring while there?
I do think that the collaboration is going to continue to be a very big topic, and we have a ton of meetings. It is an incredibly productive conference. It's a beautiful place where people are feeling good and ready to talk and make deals happen. So the environment is exceptional. The caliber of the people who attend is really quite strong also. We're definitely going to be making some announcements while we're there. Last year, we had a very productive conference. We announced our self-service offering with the trade desk and just had a really productive time with a lot of really great meetings. So I expect more of the same this year at Cannes.
That's wonderful. Look forward to hearing what you all announce.
Terrific.
Paul, I really appreciate you spending the time with me today, and thank you so much for sharing your insights and perspective.
It was great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Today's interview was made possible by CVS Media Exchange.